Now, June is the budget month, and with emerging tax issues and implications of the new government policies related to the 2019-2020 budget proposals, PKF, a leading institution on business as well as advisory matters, has a few measures the government needs to take in order to build a more sustainable economy. Now, this is what they shared via a presentation made this morning, and Julie Wamboy has the details.
The standard gauge railway, affordable housing, roads and agricultural projects. All major government projects should be halted if the war on corruption is to be fruitful. This is according to PKF, so as to put working systems in place to curb corruption.
Corruption didn't start last year, it didn't start the year before, it didn't start with Uhuru's government. Many of you might, if you are alive and awake at the time, one of President Moi's first speeches when he first became vice president in 1969 was covered in a headline on the Nation, Daily Nation at the time, and the headline said, "The government will stamp out corruption." So when we are suggesting that we stop and suspend these development projects, mega projects, and capital expenditure, it is to give the government the opportunity to rebuild the systems of internal check and control, the systems that report to 50 million people. It's very different from the systems that people in private sector use.
The taxman, on the other hand, is being urged to put better systems in place to monitor and follow up on institutions that remit tax to ensure the money is accounted for.
We think in the next 3 years, it is actually time to take stock, give businesses a break. After all, they have taken so much taxes and a lot has been stolen. It is time to give businesses a break, reduce the corporate tax, perhaps say to 20%. And what this does is it leaves businesses with some 10% to reinvest in the businesses, to create employment, to revamp or to create a stimulus environment, which is going to help the economy to be back on its feet. We have a change of tax management systems 3 times. Initially the legacy system, the ITMS, and now the iTax. It's not possible really, it's not sustainable. It tells you there's something wrong, and there's a lot of changes from governance perspective, implementing new structures, a reliable basis for collecting tax. For example, if you take the database that the KRA is today, there are only 3.5 million registered taxpayers, of which 500,000 could be dormant. The interaction with that system is not more than perhaps 20 times in a year for businesses that are active. That would be on the date of filing the VAT on the 20th, the date of filing and paying your pay as you earn on the 9th of the month, the installment taxes, 4 of them in a year, and filing the final return.
According to PKF, the country's debt has grown by a multiple of 3 times in 5 years in 2018. The monitoring of projects as well as government revenues will ensure we are in a position to see benefits of long-term projects and be able to unburden SMEs on revenue collection. Julie